Kev here from the Tiki Nation. Somebody asked me to break down a little musical interlude, and it was a little bit complicated. So I broke it down into a really fun exercise for you where you're going to learn a whole bunch of things, and in the end, you're going to be able to play that solo. So in order to do this, we have to learn 2 chord shapes. And by shapes, I just mean the way I hold my fingers on the neck. So we're going to take our index finger, go up to the 7th fret on the string closest to the floor, the number 1 string. Then you're going to put your ring finger on the 9th fret. And this is our first shape. It's on 7 and it's on 9. When you strum down, it should sound like this. So we have our first shape. We're going to take that shape and we're going to move it back 2 frets. So now my index is on 5 and my ringy is on 7. And it should sound like this. So all I did is move the same shape from 1 fret to another, right? So I move it from the 7th fret to the 5th fret. I'm holding my shape and I go to the 5th fret. From there, we're going to move back 1 fret and then we're going to change our shape. We're going to drop our middle finger onto the 5th fret. So we have our index is on 4 and our middle finger is on 5. So it sound like this. That's our second shape. We're going to take the second shape and move it to the 2nd fret. So it's on 2 and 3. So now we have our 2 shapes, this one and this one. And now let's get the movement of how we want to do this exercise. So we're going to start, finger on 7 and 9. We're going to move it back 2 frets to 5 and 7. We're going to move it back 1 fret to 4 and 5, and we're going to go to shape number 2. Shape number 2, we're going to move to frets 2 and 3. So now we've got this. 7, 5 on shape number 1, and then 4 and 2 on shape number 2. So now we have that nice little movement. What we're going to do now is we're going to learn the right hand techniques. So go up to the 7th fret again with your index and then the 9th fret with ringing. Take your hand, put your thumb on the string just like we're doing a thumbs up. Put your thumb right there, open your hand up, and now curl your finger slightly. Now take your thumb and put it down on the 2nd string, right from where it was. Put it right down on the 2nd string and then reach up with your index finger. So if you're doing it right, your thumb is above that index finger. If you play like this, you're never going to get good. The most you can ever become is mediocre playing finger picking. So you don't want to have your fingers like that. You want to be like this. That doesn't work. You will never reach your full potential that way. You want to be like this. And you don't want to have your fingers right next to each other because then you can't go anywhere. They run into each other. So you want to have your thumb like that. Curl your fingers up to where they touch, and now I can put my thumb on string number 2, my index on number 1. I'm going to push down with my thumb, and I'm going to pluck upward with my index. So push and pluck. So I'm doing 9 and 7, right? Thumb, index. So now let's do that. Thumb, index on 7 and 9. Let's move it back 2 frets. This is shape number 1. On 5 and 7 now, and we're going to use our thumb index. Now let's go to our 2nd shape on frets number 4 and 5, thumb index, and then let's go back to the 2nd fret with our 2nd shape, and we're going to do thumb index. So now we've got this. Most excellent. All right, now let's do something a little different. Go up to 7 and 9, and we're going to count this time. So what we're going to do is hit the thumb. We're going to go 1, and then we're going to pluck up and say and 1 and. Then we're going to go to frets 7, 5 and 7, right? And we're going to go 2 and. We're going to go to our second position on 4 and 5, 3 and then we're going to go to the second fret with our second position, 4 and, which is really cool. So now we have this. And I count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. Voila! So far, so good. So now we can count 1 and. So we're going to add another technique into this, and it's going to be a triplet. So make 7 and 9 again. And this time we're going to start with our thumb. And we're going to go thumb, index, thumb. And we're going to say this. Triplet, thumb, index, thumb. Triplet, thumb, index, thumb. Triplet, down, up, down. Triplet, thumb, index, thumb. Triplet, down, up, down. Okay, now that you understand triplet, we're going to do a triplet on 7 and 9. Triplet. Then we're going to go to 5 and 7 and do another triplet. Triplet. Now we're going to go to our second position on 4 and 5. Triplet. Then we're going to go to frets number 2 and 3 on our second shape. Triplet. So now we have this. Triplet, 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 triplet. Pretty cool. So now what we're going to do, remember how we counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, well, we're going to do that again, except we're going to say triplet right after it. So we're going to do this. 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet. So let's do it really slowly. 7 and 9, 1 and triplet, 5 and 7, 2 and triplet, 3 and 4 and 5, I'm sorry, 3 and triplet, and then go to frets number 2 and 3, 4 and triplet. So I'm going to do it a few times in a row for you so you can play along with me. Here we go. Now, it's when you're learning something like this, it's really great if you can tap your foot as you're doing it, and it's also really good to say it and play it, because that's how you can rule. Say it and play it. It helps your brain remember tempo and rhythm because you're doing more than one thing, and it activates different parts of your brain. So that's why we do it. Don't worry about looking silly. Just do it. Here we go. 7 and 9. 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet. Again, 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet, 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet, 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet. That's awesome. So what did we accomplish? We learned 2 shapes. We learned right hand picking technique. We learned how to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we learned what a triplet was. Triplet, 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 triplet. And we learned how to add 2 patterns together and make a little solo. 1 and triplet, 2 and triplet, 3 and triplet, 4 and triplet. All right. That's what you should practice. Get it down. And if you want to hear this little lick as is where I got it from, look up the Sheryl Crow version of First Cut is the Deepest and listen for it. And you will hear that between one of the verses. And you'll hear that. right, thanks for taking my little exercise. Cal from the Tiki Nation signing off. Remember to go to the Tiki Nation, sign up for our online courses, get on our Facebook, check out our other stuff, and like us on YouTube, all that stuff. See you in the next one.
Because done is better than perfect.